Hello and welcome to the Women Changing the World podcast. I'm your host, Olivia D'Souza, and in this episode, I am talking with Anna Tim. Anna, welcome.
Thanks.
Great to meet you. So you are one of the contributors to this amazing book. So tell us a bit about yourself. Who is Anna?
So, who is Anna? Anna was a very, very sick young lady, and so I was chronically ill for a long time, and basically went to all the specialists, had all the MRIs, had all the tests, went on all of the medication from the doctors, was not getting any help anywhere. Basically, then I went down the natural route, and I went to naturopaths, kinesiologists. I went to psychic medium healers. I went to a crystal healer that hit me with feathers, saying it was my dead mother attached to me. So basically, I feel like I kind of fell through the cracks.
What were you
Um,
experiencing?
so I was definitely really unwell. So I had chronic migraine. So I basically lived with the migraine all day, every day. I had just chronic body pain, and we've since diagnosed it as dengue fever because I had dengue fever 18 years ago. From dengue, I then started getting really bad chest infections and tonsillitis, and the doctors just kept giving antibiotic, and every time I'd get it, and I was getting them like every 4 to 6 weeks, and the doctors would just give me a stronger antibiotic and stronger antibiotic. And in the end, I was just an absolute mess. So it didn't matter what I was eating. I thought I was reacting to every food on earth. So I got really, really unwell, and I was bedridden for many years. I actually went back and started working, and I got a job in the government, and I collapsed one day. And so I was just like, I can't keep doing this. Anyway, I've since worked out that it's dengue fever, and that's why I've been so unwell. So I'm still working on my viral load, and we're cleaning up the biofilm because bacteria's got a very, very smart way of wanting to survive as well. Like, we all want to survive, and bacteria wants to survive as well. So they hide in these things called biofilms. So you need to break the biofilm to actually kill the bacteria. So that's why it was funny how it was always showing up in different parts of my body. So my joints would ache, and then my gut would be unwell, and then I would get migraines, and it was just showing up in different places all the time because they hide the little buggers. So I'm working with a specialist now to really clean that up because I've gotten so far, and hence why I bought the wellness clinic, because I actually went and had a colonic and a sauna one day, and it was absolutely profound at what happened that day for me. It was it was absolutely life changing. Although it didn't heal me as such, it was absolutely life changing. So I since now know that it was actually because I was cleaning my two largest elimination organs. So your skin is your largest elimination organ, and your colon is your second largest. So they were the two organs I was working on that day. So when you think about dis-ease or symptoms or whatever, you don't really look at organs as such. You just kind of, the doctor goes, here, you're depressed, have an antidepressant, or here, you've got this stomach bug, have this gastro stop, or you know what I mean? No one's really looking at the body as a whole or what the root cause is, because that's what was happening with me. No one was looking at the root cause. No one was looking at my history. Every time I would say something to my doctor, I'd be like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I was just like, he said to me, Anna, one day brutally in his office, and he's a lovely man. I'm not bagging him because I love him. He's still my doctor. But he said, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. And he said, I think you've got depression. He
Well,
said, I think you need to go on antidepressants for at least 10 weeks, and then we'll reassess. And I said, look, I'm desperate. So yes, I will. I'll go on them. I said, just don't show me the pamphlet, because if I read that, I'll convince myself that I'm going to die from them. So I said, I don't want to read anything about them. I trust your judgment. I'm going to just take them. And then if that fixes things, then, I owe you my life. You know what I mean? It was that sort of desperation, because I mean, I've always been the sort of person that's wanted to go natural, or find something natural over pharmaceutical, because I feel like the body synergistically can recognize food or a natural supplement rather than something that's made in a chemical factory or whatever it may be, pharmaceutical drugs or whatever it may be. So I took the antidepressants for 10 weeks, and to be honest, throughout this whole journey of 18 years, that was the worst time,
wow.
absolutely the worst time for me. I felt like I was just existing. I didn't feel like I was happy. I didn't feel like I was sad. I didn't even feel like I was living. It was absolutely awful for me, to be honest. So And coming off those, so then I spoke to the doctor at 10 weeks and I explained to him, and he said, well, maybe I was wrong. And so then he said, well, we need to wean you off them, because I said, I want to stop these. Like, I feel so shit. And so I then had to wean off them over a few weeks. And literally it was the worst time in this whole journey. Like, I've been pretty unwell, but that coming off those drugs was literally the worst time of my life. So I swore that through that period that I would never judge a drug addict again, because I can only imagine what their nightmare is living with drugs, because I just wanted that pill. I just wanted it.
Wow.
And the second day, and I'd taken it, I'd be like, oh, thank God, like it was that bad. And I was only on them for 10 weeks. So, that was pretty scary, but also taught me a lot of lessons, So yeah, I find myself now in my beautiful wellness clinic, Wellness at Wilston. So we've created this clinic, and it's basically a biohack your life clinic. So we've got cryotherapy, where we freeze the body minus 150 degrees. It's based on Wim Hof and his cold sort of therapy.
I think I saw that the other day for the first time. What is this?
Yeah, so we freeze the body minus 150 degrees. So we're basically boosting your immune system. Yeah, it's amazing. You walk out of there feeling euphoric and you feel so alive. Those with pain and inflammation, it just curbs everything for at least 48 hours to, some people get relief for up to 2 weeks. We've got a 79-year-old lady that comes once a week for her arthritis, and she said it's been life-changing for her. So it's an amazing treatment. It's freezing fat cells. It's building up your collagen and elastin. It's all about pain and inflammation and boosting the immune system, flushing the lymphatic system. So, yeah, it's a really amazing modality. And then we've got like a bit of a sequence, and no one else in the world is doing this sequence at the moment. So it's basically cryotherapy, and then we take you into the compression room, where we've got a compression suit. So it's got 3 chambers. It's got an arm attachment, a hip and a leg attachment. So that's all about pushing out your lactic acid and then oxygenating all your cells, tissues and muscles. And you're also laying on the ion technology mat. So that's putting negative charge back into your cells. So if you think about our cells at the moment, because of our mobile phones and all of these frequency towers like 5G and stuff like that, they're all radiating our body, right? So our bodies are positively charged, and that's not optimal for health. So the ion technology mat is putting the negative charge, like a negative ion charge, back into the cells. So it actually takes you out of fight and flight. So that is usually when people are like really stressed and, oh my God, I've got so much to do, the kids have got to drop them off and da 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 da. And it's sort of, everyone just goes, ah. And it's almost like they just fall asleep, or they just get super relaxed and they go, oh my God, I can't believe how relaxed I am, So that's a really beautiful treatment straight after the cryotherapy chamber. And then we go into the colonic room, where we have a colonic. So we've got the Angel of Water, which is the open system colonic. So there's 2 systems. One is where the therapist is in the room with you. It's the closed system, but we've got the open system, where you've got the privacy of your own room. So we do a thorough consultation. We then explain to you how to use the device. We're in there with you for your first 1 or 2 releases, and once you're feeling safe and secure, we give you the privacy to actually expel on your own. So that is life-changing for all of our clients. Like, people just rave about it and tell all their friends, and they can't believe how amazing they feel. So colonics is life-changing, and everybody needs to do it, seriously. And then from there, you go into our infrared sauna, where the infrared sauna is actually about detoxing your skin, which is your largest elimination organ. And the sauna is got chromotherapy, so it's putting all the colour back into our cells, because we are a living being, so we need light. So it's putting all the colours back into our cells. And it's also going into the skin a couple of centimetres and actually pushing the toxins out through the skin. So it heats inside and then pushes the toxins out. So you don't sweat for about 20, 25 minutes in the infrared, but then you just start to pour out of sweat, and then people just feel absolutely amazing. So that's our little sequence in clinic. And we've also got a whole bunch of tested and tried supplements. We've actually got our own range, which is our Leveled Up brand. So we've got an amazing range of supplements to help guide our clients through whatever it is that they're trying to do with their health goals. And so, yeah, that's about it from the clinic's perspective.
What was your breakthrough? How did you figure out it was dengue fever? Was that something that you, looking back at your history, or was it you in together with a person that you finally found that?
No, it was
dependent?
definitely me. I think just constantly trying to work out what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, like I don't know. I guess when you're living it, you're sort of just living it and you don't really take the time. But once I cleansed my organs and I detoxed my body, my brain could work a lot better. So, because I was in constant brain fog and just no energy and fatigued. And when you're in that state, and I'm telling you, there was some dark moments.
I
Like,
wouldn't be surprised if you were depressed. When you were telling your story, I think that would lead you to depression.
oh, but I didn't
But
ever
but
feel
but
depressed.
you weren't clinically, as far as the medication was negative for
Yeah.
you, not positive.
I
But
never, I never actually felt depressed. I wanted to live my best life. I really did, but I was so unwell. I didn't know how to, and I just wanted someone to help me get to that. But once I cleansed my body, and I worked out that the more you cleanse your body, the more your brain fog lifts, the more your mind clarity gets on point, and then you can actually function and sort things out. So that's what happened after colonics. So when you do a series, so you do 3 to 6 in a 1 to 2 week period to clean the whole organ out. Once you get to that stage, systemically everything changes because it's like pulling a plug, right? You pull the plug and everything drains out. So the lymphatic system drains, your liver dumps its waste, your kidneys dump, like every organ dumps its waste because our liver is our powerhouse that cleans our blood. It is the biggest organ in our body to do the majority of work of detoxing, right? I mean, obviously our heart beats our blood around, so the heart's really important. But what I'm talking is about with detoxing. So the liver is a powerhouse, and the liver's got a big job. So with our environmental toxicity the way it is, the fluoride in our water, with the toxins in our air, with the candles that we burn, with all of the products we put on our skin, it seems to be that there's a lot of toxicity, and our liver's got to process all of those toxins, right? So when you do a series of colonics, the liver's got an opportunity to dump its waste. And then systemically, with the lymphatic system dumping, everything changes. So we had a guy in a couple of weeks ago that said, "Oh my God, Anna, what have you done to me? I've been riding my bike. I haven't taken that out of the shed for 12 and a half years." Because what have you done to me? So, and people say, I just want to eat better food. Like I feel like I'm not craving any more junk food, or I'm looking at that block of chocolate going, I'm not really interested anymore. Like, and systemically that happens, and it changes for everybody. So I think what I've found in clinic is that a lot of people are really nervous about having a colonic. So I'm actually putting together an internal shred challenge. So I want to clean people's colons out at home. So take them through the guided stuff about doing it. And then when they feel better, then hopefully they'll get the courage to go and have a colonic. So yeah, that's my plan moving forward. I just want to help more people.
were you doing anything to do with wellness before, or is this what changed your life and put it on that
Because
trajectory?
I was a beauty therapist, so I done my clinic ended up being a massage and a facial clinic because everybody kept saying you've got healing hands, you're such a healer, and I was constantly always massaging everyone or intuitively just saying this, and my phone would constantly ring. Oh, Arnie, I've got this. What do I do with the kids? The kids have got this, and I just seem to be like that. I don't know, a bit of light guidance for my family and friends, and everyone would sort of ring me and say, this is happening, what can I take or what can I do for this? And so, and in beauty therapy, obviously, it was a lot of hands-on. So a lot of my clients used to call me Miss Anna the healer. So it predominantly became a massage and a facial clinic. But like I said, I was too unwell to keep doing it because when you're doing that sort of work, it's really heavy. Really heavy work. And I was in the city so it was really, yeah, working with a lot of stressed clients, corporate stressed clients. So that was challenging, but yeah. So what were we talking about? Sorry.
um, so you'd been trying all these different things. You finally try this colonic therapy, and
Yeah.
then possibly to your
Profound.
surprise,
Absolutely.
pleasant surprise, you feel
Yeah.
amazing afterwards.
Yeah.
And then what happened next?
What happened next is I created Wellness at Wilston. So we've created this shop front so that we could bring people in to actually do the detoxes that I'm doing. And so we're guiding thousands of people through these detoxes and getting amazing results. Our Google reviews show how amazing people are feeling. So we've got one client, Derry Ann, who was chronically ill. The doctor said that she had to remove her colon. She was on so many medications, so many painkillers, and just couldn't go to the toilet. So she's been with us for a couple of months now, and she just came in and said, can you help me? I don't want to lose my bowel. I don't want to lose my organ. I said, look, I can try my best. So we've been working closely with her specialists. I can happily say that Dairy-Ann is doing amazingly on all of our supplements and coming to colonics twice a week. And she's now going on holidays with her kids. She went jet skiing a couple of months ago, with her family, which she never thought she could do because she was constantly in hospital, constantly sick. She's spending time with her grandkids, and she basically said on our YouTube interview that we haven't just only changed her life, we've saved her life. So, they're the kind of stories we get every day in clinic about people changing their lives, and they tell their mum and they tell their friends. And we're very much a referral based business, as well as people searching us on Google. So yeah, it's been amazing to watch, guide and support these clients through these cleanses. It's life changing. It's amazing. Such rewarding work.
So you had the treatment yourself and then went, that's it, I'm turning it into a business, I'm doing this myself.
Well, I didn't actually wake up one day and go, when I grow up, I'm going to be a colon hydrotherapist. But here I am. I'll tell you a little story. My daughter, she's just turned 18, and Bella's been working in the clinic with us for just over 12 months. I think probably about, 14 months or something. And when we first bought the clinic, she said, Mum, I'm never working in a shit clinic. I'm telling you that right now. Anyway, I'll just share this with you. She's actually getting qualified at the moment to become a colon hydrotherapist, and she's going to take over the business. So, if an 18-year-old, and I said to her, Dylan, why did you change your mind about that? And she said, Mum, we change people's lives every day in clinic. Why would I not want to be a part of that?
Yeah, it's just getting over the fact that it deals with poo, right?
Yeah.
Once you get past that.
Exactly. But it's so taboo, right? And people don't talk about it. But let's talk about it because, it's so important. Like, we should be going to the toilet 2 to 3 times a day. And if you're not, you need to get in touch with me. Like, legit.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if that is not working, I know I've been in hospital when I was about to have a baby. There was another woman across from the other bed who was hadn't gone for a few days, and that was the thing that she was waiting for. Like, it's not a small matter. You get very, very sick if things aren't working.
Absolutely.
And even if they seem to be working on the surface, it sounds like you could be potentially a lot better from what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. It's all about leveling up, right?
And what is the cryo thing? So a person actually gets frozen? How much of the body are we talking? Everything?
Yeah. No, your neck, from the neck down, you're in the
chamber. For how long?
I'll show you the chamber quickly. Can you see it?
Right, yeah.
There's a chamber. So you basically get naked. So you've got some gloves on and some socks and some slippers. You basically can go in either in your bra and knickers as long as there's no metal. And you basically stand in the chamber for 3 minutes. So you turn every 30 seconds. And we generally start people off at minus 130 degrees, and then we build them up. But yeah, so your legs and your butt and your nipples kind of feel frozen at about the 2.5 minute mark, and you're thinking, and your brain's starting to think, oh my God, what is going on? Like, I need to get out of here. But we just generally talk our clients through it at that point, and we just tell them to take control with their mind, keep their breathing slow and steady. And then by the end of it, it's like, 3 minutes is gone and it's all over. So people just get out and feel so alive. It's like this euphoric feeling. It's like this rush, because effectively what happens is all the blood comes to the organs to keep your vital organs alive. And as you step out of the chamber, that blood rushes back to the extremities. And that's why you feel that euphoric, alive feeling. So it's absolutely amazing. Nothing like it in the world to feel that rush of,
of incredible.
Euphoria. Yeah.
So what feeling does it give you to know the difference that you're making with people?
Look, it's definitely my mission on this earth, I think. So I'm actually trying to create a new healthcare system, because I feel like we need to integrate what's happening now with what we've got happening in the clinic. And the more research I do, the more modalities I want to bring in to actually help, because I can get my clients to a certain point, but then I want to help the chronically ill, because I feel like chronic illness patients are sort of lost, and I want to help them. So I'm trying to create an integrative healthcare system. Think of it as an alternate hospital where we're integrating the treatment modalities, and I'm also trying to bring in some new healing modalities that aren't actually in Australia yet. So trying to make it as integrated as possible.
You must be super busy, I would have thought. You
I'm
need
busy.
places everywhere because you're
Yeah,
in Brisbane,
but I love it.
And what challenges have you faced along the way in setting all this up?
Look, obviously being unwell and trying to set up a clinic, because when I started the clinic I wasn't 100% well, so there was that. The clinic's flooded 4 times since we've taken over, so there's been mold issues in the clinic, and obviously we're a wellness clinic, so I've been all over that. But I guess for me, we're trying to find investors, so that's, we're trying to get a fair amount of money to create this space. So it's trying to bring all of the team together. I feel like now that so many people have left their positions, like doctors and nurses who don't want to be, can we say the word, vaccinated. It's trying to pool all of these people together to create this space. So I wouldn't say we've had that many challenges yet. It's just time and effort and money to try and pool it all together. So just finding the team is, and I've got a great team in Osmumpreneur, and so many other team members are coming in right now, because I think I'm definitely a vessel for something greater than myself. And when you're doing it from a space like that, it's like this ripple effect, and people hear your story and want to be a part of it and want to help, and it just starts to grow. Yeah, there will be some bigger challenges, but yeah, nothing too major at this stage.
How are you feeling now?
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, really good. I'm still working, like I said, I'm still working on cleaning up the biofilms in my body, and I'm working with a specialist who deals in just dengue fever. So we're working together. So over Christmas, I'm going to really do another deep cleanse. And once I learn that, because I know, this is why it's presented to me, so I can learn and then I can teach others. So once I go through that, then I'll be offering that as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything we didn't cover that you would like to share?
Just if anyone's interested in being part of creating a new healthcare system, reach out. Please get in touch, whether you're an acupuncturist or a doctor or a nurse, or whether you're an investor or a stakeholder or whatever you may be. Even if you just want to help, please reach out, and I'd love to start a conversation.
Well, that was my next question. How can people connect with you?
Yeah, so if you wanted to email me, it's anna@wellnesswilston.com.au. You can go on our website, it's www.wellnesswilston.com.au, or I've also got healinghumanityfoundation.com. So they can message us through there, or there's a donation button on that website if they wanted to donate, or even if you want to be involved, there's a newsletter sign up there if you wanted to follow and track our progress. And also there's a sign up for doctors or nurses or anyone that wants to be involved in helping to create this. Yeah, because I can't do it on my own.
You've done a lot though, but yes, you can only do so much, and it takes a village.
Correct.
So thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Also, if anyone wants to get the book, which I highly recommend, we'll make sure there's links in the show notes as well for that. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
See you, darling. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Thanks.